The live sessions here, I want to talk to you about business and making money in business. You see, there's a misnomer and a belief. It's a lie that people believe that the purpose of business is to make money, that the purpose behind a business is to make money, and that you'll only make money if you can prove to other people why they should pay you money. When in fact, that is completely false entirely. The purpose of business is not to make money at all. Making money is a tool to leverage the purpose of business to reach that purpose faster. Money is merely a tool, just like this pen is a tool. In fact, money in a business means as much as this pen does. Okay? And so a lot of times people are trying to make money just as much as they're trying to get pens. They're trying to get notebooks and paper, and they're spinning around because they have their focus so focused. Could you imagine if the goal of your entire life was to get as many pens as possible and that's all you ever did? That's what a lot of people are doing in business because they're trying to make money in their business. They're trying to make money. Now you might argue this and say this, well, without money, you don't have a business. No. Without purpose and without direction and without vision, you don't have a business. Well, yeah, but without action, you don't have anything from those. Absolutely. And so money equates to this: what people are willing to pay you based on what you are willing to offer. The purpose of business, if you look it up online, I actually looked up the definition of this just to verify this, is to offer value to customers. It is not to make money. Money is an exchange to leverage that value that's offered. So your goal is never how much money you can make, ever. Period. End of story. And if that is your goal, you will always, without question, miss the mark and fail at the potential of what could happen, and you will hit a plateau all the time. You'll make money for a certain period of time. You'll keep moving forward. You'll get all the fancy stuff, the cars, the yacht, whatever. You'll make money. You'll feel special. But at the end of the day, it will never be enough because money is never the goal. You see, the value is determined by the effect multiplied by the time that effect lasts. For example, imagine a building that was built 2,000 years ago that is still standing today. What is the value of that building? Well, it's the effect that building had multiplied by the time that it's standing. And that is the value. The money that is exchanged is the accepted value that you're willing to take for the value that you're offering. And so a lot of people misequate money with value. Your value is never determined by money. Your identity is also never your value. You get to choose how much value to offer, just as you get to choose how much money you make. And so you need to stop trying to make money in your business. You can actually do this. You can actually write down, okay, this year I want to make $300,000 in my business. And you can write it down on a piece of paper and go make that without trying to make it, because you put that down as a goal to hit. And now you're going to go to the marketplace and say, how much value do I need to offer the marketplace to hit that goal? It never has to do with how can I try to make $300,000? It always has to do with how much value do I need to offer? And often it's always higher than that value. So generally you need to offer the marketplace about $600,000 to $1 million worth of value to make $300,000, because that is the effect multiplied by the time. Get it? Because what you're really offering in business is peace of mind and time freedom to people. People are willing to pay money for peace of mind and time freedom. When they don't have to spend the time to learn something, do it on their own, or you can remove a step from the process that's a roadblock from them. Now you have just increased the effect and the value And so what you get to do is this, instead of stopping trying to make money in business, you stop trying to make money and you make your goal this: how can I outserve people? How can I give and offer so much freaking value that the money becomes a unstoppable effect for me in offering value over time? That the money coming in is impossible to stop. And this is where a lot of people miss it. They are trying to make $300,000 in their business or $3 million. They're trying to make that amount of money. And they're offering just under that in value because of a mindset that, well, I can't offer that because I don't have that much to give to people. And that's a belief system that we have to prove our worth to equal how much people are willing to pay us in business. When in fact, what you can prove merely determines the trust that somebody has and the equity that you've built with them. And that equates to how much they are willing to offer you. Let's say you don't have a lot of trust built in the marketplace. Let's say you don't have a lot of customers. The way to fix this is to get in front of more people, show your value. It's not by lip service. It's by showing that value, by offering value that gives value back to them. And then you increase the amount of people that you reach, and over time, the effect on those people and the time saved equals the value you offer, a certain amount of accepted value, and that's how much money you get in your business and in sales. And the entire goal of sales is to impart vision of that value to people and increase their level of certainty and trust in you, your product, and your company, that what you say you can do is true. You see, whether you can prove it or not, by the way, doesn't determine whether it's true or not. And this is where a lot of people miss it in business. They believe I have to prove my value to get it from people. And it's reverse. For example, if I am handing you $1 million, a lot of people will not take it because they don't believe that the value is there for them. That has no bearing on your value that you are offering. What matters is you knowing the value, you being clear on the value I'm offering is this. You put it out there to people, you offer it to people, and the ones who bite, the ones that take it will exchange what they believe the value is worth to them. And then you find that balance in the middle of there. What's the marketplace willing to pay? What value am I willing to offer? And that's how you can determine and hit projections and numbers in business. And so your goal is never trying to make money. Your goal in your business is never trying to make money. It's how can I offer value? It's how can I give so much value that the overflow, meaning overflow, let's say I fill a cup of water, it overflows. The overflow of that value is the money that you said that you determined that you want. And so in that, you can choose how much money you make. You can look at it and say, well, I project this. We can start to predict it. We can make predictions. We can enroll other people into what we believe. Over time, as trust and equity are built, we can show, hey, look, I have a track record of doing this over time. You know, I've been doing this for 10, 15 years, and it's worked just like that every single time. And in that, then the value, perceived value increases, but your value actually never changed. And that's why so many people are trying to make so much money, because they believe that if they make a certain amount of money, then their value goes up, their net worth goes up, their worth goes up, because they're finding their worth and value in the money they make. And instead of determining and knowing who they are, whose they are, what their purpose is, where they're starting at, and what they're trying to accomplish. And that's why goals are so important. That's why setting clear parameters of where you're going, where you're headed, and what you want to do are important. And then setting it, writing it down, putting it on a piece of paper, making it tangible and real, and keeping it in front of you. Making a vision board for yourself for the next 12 months. and then saying, okay, now what do I need to do? How do I need to perform, by the way? This has nothing to do with performance. Performance is, again, based on proof. Performance is based on trying to do something. Not how do I have to perform to hit that, but what can I offer in value to hit that? And offering in value and performance are never the same, by the way, which is why some people are paid $10,000 an hour and others are making $10 an hour. It has nothing to do with the amount of effort they put in. It has everything to do with the effect and the long-term time that effect lasts. For example, if someone's working $10 an hour, the effect of that, let's say you're putting a product on a shelf or something like that, the value is once that product's taken off the shelf, that value is now lost because you have to put another product back on the shelf. But if I teach something, a course to somebody, and it impacts them in their business for the next 5-10 years, that's why we can charge $500 to $1,000 for a course, or coaching is that much in business. That's why when we sell a car will last you 5 to 7 years, and you can make money by going to a job with a car. You see what I'm saying? And so that's how we get stock markets. I'm not going to go into the whole science behind markets and capitalism and stock markets, but that's how money works in business. And yet so often people are trying to make money because they're looking at just equating dollars for hours instead of value offered. As soon as you shift your perspective to how much value can I offer, that's when you can stop trying to make money in your business. So you need to shift that. Stop trying to make money in your business. I want to see you be crazy successful. I want to see people making millions of dollars, by the way. This is not about taking a lesser paycheck either. This is not about taking lesser money. It's you get your focus off of trying to make money, and you let that be the overflow of offering value and being relentless at giving value to the marketplace. All right. So grow your life, everybody. If you're not in the hashtag Grow Your Life community, if you haven't checked out my podcast, the hashtag Grow Your Life podcast, look that up. We'll see you tomorrow. Talk soon.